So hi guys, welcome once again to the entertainment segment of the Youth Vibes show. I'm one of your hosts, Sean, and this is our other host.
I'm a regular by now, Kingori. So yeah.
Yeah, so as usual, we're just gonna do the same thing, take you through a couple of things we think you guys should be checking out and ways as to how you can keep busy and so forth and so on. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, and as usual, for every episode, if you haven't checked out the others, this is your chance to go check them out.
Mm-hmm.
We have a little something, and this week it's really close to home. Yeah.
Very
It's
much so.
Very close to home.
Very much so.
Yeah, so start.
Alright, straight up series, Ozark.
Okay. Ozark. I already have a preconceived opinion, so
Let me tell you this. Ozark is one of those things that it's really dramatic. I would give it an 8.3 out of 10. It's a must watch. On my list, that is definitely a must watch. It's very dramatic. It will take some getting used to, but it's a must watch.
Okay, fine. I agree with the getting used to it. It has to grow on you.
Yeah.
So if you're patient, check it out. But it's actually a good one. The reviews are really good.
Mm-hmm.
The second series I'm going to tell you, if you haven't watched this, as usual, I am doubting you. It's Insecure. Insecure is a rave, an orgy. It's predominantly black, and it's very
Much, yeah.
how do I say it? It's very not new. I don't say millennial.
Oh, it caters to the new school of
Yeah,
thought,
it's new school.
You know,
It's
yeah.
relationships and friendships in the new school. I would give it a heavy 9. Heavy 9.
Well
So go
done.
check it out.
I kind of feel like I underrated Ozark now, but anyway.
Come on now.
Wow. Anyway, our next series is The Good Place. Very witty, super comical. I don't know why I keep forgetting her name. Is it Kristen Bell? I think, yes. Her name is Kristen Bell, the main actress. So I'm trying to get those terms right, but anyway. It's quite interesting, very witty, quite comical and all, and just has some interesting twists to it as well. Definitely would recommend. Kind of feel like I'm a harsh critic given now her 9 rating, but I would give this probably an 8.1 maybe. But trust you me, like anything 7 and above, I mean that's a definite watch.
Okay,
If you, in my book.
you are hard to impress.
Kinda.
I feel easy. It just came with a strong 9. And it's my first recommendation.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, guys, that's it for the series. As usual, we've given you 3. So we're going to move to the movies. Now, the very first one that I'm going to recommend is Collateral Damage. It has Will Smith. It's family-based. It's quite sad, so have tissues
I've seen that one.
It actually starts with dominoes. It has a very, very good introduction, and the story is very, very interesting. I would give it, okay, fine, let's say 8. I'd give it 8. It will be 8.5 because, come on, Will Smith. But, yeah, 8. Check it out.
I have people who would say otherwise about Will Smith, but...
I know people say analianga kama talking every movie.
Wow.
But he's good.
Wow.
I like him. So check it out. That's my rank.
Okay, so now we're going to take a slightly darker turn with the next movie. It's a horror, A Quiet Place.
Okay.
Have you watched The Revenant?
Yeah.
The movie where Leonardo DiCaprio does not talk for like pretty much almost the whole movie, and all he does is make grunt noises. That's how this movie starts off. For like the first 1 hour, there is no conversation whatsoever, but I mean,
You feel it.
it leaves you with so much suspense and all. They were actually supposed to release A Quiet Place 2 this year, but now given this whole coronavirus situation happening and all, it had to get pushed back. But as soon as you watch this, keep your fingers crossed everything opens up and just go check out 2 right after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Out of 10?
Rating. Honestly, this is probably the highest one. I'll give an 8.7.
8.7.
8.7, yeah.
8.7, okay, fine.
Mm-hmm.
You said The Revenant, and I remember there's a scene. I think he was eating or living in a bed.
He actually did live inside the bed.
Heavy stuff. You know what?
I know.
Let's dilute that. As usual, I got you guys on the animation. It's full with babies, siblings, and you guys want a movie night and stuff like that. I'm going to recommend Stardog and Turbo Cat. Now, the reason why I know about this movie is because I have a 12-year-old sister who's obsessed with TikTok, and there's a TikTok star who plays a sound in the movie. So I had to watch. We all had to watch it, even my dad. And actually, we were surprised. I'd give it like a 7.5. And I think I'm generous now. But I'd give it a 7.5. So check it out with your babies and siblings. Check it out with your siblings.
Well, my siblings are like a bit older and all, but I'm sure they wouldn't mind having
My
like
dad watched it.
a family-friendly movie for everyone, you know. Okay, I'm guessing then we will move on to the next segment, which is what books.
Yes.
And
We've covered it.
what book was I to review? Oh my god, did I forget it?
Cookie with your
Oh yes, sorry, yes, it's a Cookie with Young book. It's called I Will Marry When I Want.
It sounds like it's a 28-year-old saying.
Yeah, I mean, like, we all have siblings. I'm sure some of us have siblings who probably are at a certain age and haven't married, and our parents keep putting pressure on them. But it's not that kind of book. It's pretty much set in post-colonial era. It's set in post-colonial era once now the colonialists have left, and I don't know if it's safe to say it's a Kikuyu book. Well, based on the cultures and customs of the Kikuyu guys and all. So it's just pretty much a book about the haves and have-nots after the post-colonial era, and it's a really interesting read. So I would definitely recommend it. Okay. As for a rating, I've never really rated books, so I'm just gonna pass on this one. I'm not so sure how I should do that.
Okay, it's fun fact about that book. It's actually translated from Kikuyu, so
Yeah.
I would say the Kikuyu name, but well. Anyway, the book that I'm going to recommend today, I'm going to recommend 2 books in a row. The first one is Purple Hibiscus by Chimamanda. If you are into feminism, liberal feminism, you should check her out. She actually portrays pro-women, but she actually portrays a very delicate topic in her books, so I would give it a safe 8. The next one is for my people who are either going through a breakup, or you've lost your job, or you've just lost someone that is close to you, you want to break a habit. Codependent No More. It's a workbook by Melody Beatty, and it takes you through all those stages.
No More.
Yeah, the book is called Codependent No More. Workbook.
Definitely gonna give that a read.
And they actually made it very short so that you don't give up in the way, or...
So yeah, all you lazy guys can actually okay, no offense, but I mean, some of us really
you
don't
see a
read
book
as
that's
much.
600
It's
pages.
like some guys even get 200. Nah, it's too much. I'm just gonna...
It's about
But I mean,
175.
that's a plus, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No worries.
Take us through our special something.
So, as you guys already know, we usually have a special segment where we review a little something extra, and what we'll be doing today is promoting businesses for a few guys who we know and we fellowship with. So we'll start off with Dennis Mwiti. He is a member of the youth, and he sells leather products, from your leather bags, be it leather wallets, handbags, travel bags, and all that. You guys should definitely check him out. We will link each and every one of these people that we shall be promoting in the description. So yeah, he has some really nice products actually.
Okay, the next business I'm going to be promoting is Anne. The guys who come to our service know Anne. We call her Anne Toll. She does baking. She has like pastries and all these cakes and cupcakes and all of that. So if you have an event, you have a craving, you want cake because why not?
Because
Anne is your girl. We're going to link her contact so you guys can reach her, but I have eaten her cake and I can tell you, since I'm generous with ratings, she's a heavy 9.5. The 0.5 is because...
That's actually too low. Baked goods deserve 10 plus,
But anyway, yes.
Okay, the next business is a guy named Dulvin, who also does fellowship at our church. What he does is, you guys, I'm pretty sure a lot of you cook with gas. You have gas cylinders. He refills and sells also gas on the side. So I mean, if you're looking to get yourself a gas cylinder, you'll check out the description and get his contact and his details, and he can connect you with that. If your gas runs out, he can sort you out with refilling that.
And he delivers, actually.
That as well, actually. I mean, we're in an era where delivery is now actually like the thing. No one wants to leave or go anywhere, do anything. So just like call a guy, have them bring it to your house.
Okay, and the last business is my guys. The guys who are making all of this possible. So the guys are doing videography, editing. These guys are talented because, well, you can see us. So we know they're doing a good job, and we're going to link them. There's Newton, there's Watson, some guy over here.
Some guy over here.
Multitasking. Yeah. And yeah, these guys can actually film your events and take photos, and they do photo shoots. Am I saying the right terms? I'm just throwing names there.
Well, we're in the production industry, pretty much. So general term for it.
We are also going to link them down below. So if you have an event or people that need equipment, they're you guys. And I think that's it. We've covered movies, series, books, and something.
Yeah, so we can see you guys next week.
Hi everyone, so today we're going to be talking about contentment and discontentment. So what I'd like to talk about is basically how this would affect us as Christians. So the secret to Christian peace and contentment is not a secret. It's not concealed knowledge. It's only revealed to those who achieve higher degrees of holy enlightenment. The secret is hidden in plain sight throughout the scripture and is available to anyone who is willing to believe it. God has not only gone public with this secret, but He invites us and longs for us to know it. He does not want us to merely know about this secret, not to merely preach it, explain it, enjoy the idea of it, or wish for it, but to know it by experience. Jesus described the kind of experience He wants us to know. And this is from the book of Luke, chapter 12, from verse 22 and then 30 to 31. It says, "Therefore I tell you, do not be anxious about your life, what you will eat, nor about your body, what you will put on, for your Father knows that you need them. Instead, seek His kingdom, and these things will be added to you." Now, Paul from prison shared his experience of the secret with all who would listen. And in Philippians 4:11 to 13, it says that I have learned in whatever situation I am to be content. I know how to be brought low, and I know how to abound. In any and every circumstance, I have learned the secret of facing plenty and hunger, abundance and need. I can do all things through Him who strengthens me. So the secret to contentment is very simple, and it does not require heroic acts of piety, nor in fact it requires a childlike response from us. And the secret is beautifully summed up in this phrase: trust in the Lord with all your heart. That's from Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5. It is really that simple. Just trust God. Yes, so simple, but its reality is revolutionary. God designed us to operate on trust. We are reasoning creatures made in God's image, but God did not make us gods. He made us in small measure like God. He did not give us His capacities to contain all knowledge and all wisdom. We only contain very small amounts of each. Nor did He give us His power to bring into being whatever we wish. Our power is very limited. God designed us to trust Him in whatever knowledge, wisdom, and strength He provides us, and to trust His knowledge, wisdom, and strength when ours reaches their limits. So what happened with Adam and Eve in the garden is that they broke trust with God by eating the forbidden fruit. When they did this, they unhinged their reason from reality. This is in Genesis 3. And besides living in a world subject to futility, they had to deal with the overwhelming complexities of the knowledge of good and evil. and without the capacities of wisdom and knowledge and strength to adequately process them. So the story of redemptive history, this is the redemption story, culminating in Jesus' incarnation, death, and resurrection, is God undoing the catastrophe of the garden and restoring sinful humans to holiness. And once again, trusting in Him with all their heart. No matter who we are, no matter what our gifts and abilities, no matter what our background, it really does come down to trusting God with all our heart. If we trust Him, our hearts will not be sinfully troubled. This is in John 14, verse 1. And trusting is simple, but it is by no means easy. The devil's treachery and Adam and Eve's fall from grace is why God chooses to save us by grace through faith and not through works. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8 and 9 says so. God is looking for trust. Our works are important, in fact, they're crucial, but only in that they demonstrate that we trust God. God knows that our living is simple trust in Him will be hard for us at this age. Jesus promises that it would be. It's hard because we are called to trust Jesus, demonstrated by our obeying Jesus in a world under the power of the evil one that rejects and hates Him, while living in a body of death that has faithless impulses. But what we need to remember is that every time we are called to trust Jesus' promises over our perceptions and the devil's deceptions, we reenact what happened in Eden. And every time we exercise trust in Jesus by obeying what He says, it's a smack in the devil's lying mouth. We do not need to understand the why to every command of God, or be able to answer every objection or shadow of doubt cast upon God's word. But we do need to trust God and therefore obey Him. In fact, God is particularly glorified when, in the face of disorienting temptation, we do not fully understand God's reasons and we trust and obey Him anyway. We rest our reason on the reason of God. Trusting God is not easy, but it's not complex either. The knowledge of good and evil is complex. It produces Gordian knots we cannot untie. But we were never meant to. We were meant to trust God with them, and when we do, it's a great relief. So trusting God is the secret to forgiving those who have sinned against us, to turning away from sexual temptation, to giving generously to kingdom needs, even beyond our own means, to not allowing material abundance to choke the word in us, to rejoicing even when we are sorrowful, to contentment even when experiencing deprivation, to boldness even in the face of fearful threats, to peace when facing trials, to joy even when enduring withering affection and illness, to hope when all around our soul gives way, to gracious patience under pressure labor, to blessing those who persecute us, to courage in leaving family and property for Jesus' sake, to overcoming discouragement due to adversity and weakness, to not allowing indwelling sin to reign over or condemn us, to loving saints who sin and sinful unbelievers, to facing every other fear and anxiety producing temptation. Now, God promises to give us peace and contentment if we trust Him. He really wants us to experience them in increasing measure, even here in this troubled world. So He has given us this simple yet hard secret. Trust me. It is the only way.
What's popping, guys? Welcome to yet another episode of Meme Things. I'm your girl Stephanie Kusawa.
Hey, not gonna light skin tenor. In the white chair, my people. It's a white chair. We have pink paper. Woo! I'm telling you. Alex Muriuki, Papa Hapa. And today, we start on a new segment of Meme Things. Meme Things. Meme Things. Help us get echo. Meme Things! Woo! So, first things first. How is school?
Oh, school is boring.
I know. It's online classes.
I
Wow.
know. I'm not studying.
Okay,
Yeah,
so me suffering on my own boat right now, and fellow viewers, youth are having issues. University, primary, secondary, tuambia tusome nyumba. Reading from home is boring, you know. Let me show you something. You know? You know, I was looking. You know, I tried reading one of these days. You know, not doing an assignment like reading. You know, assignment are easy right now. You're doing.
Yeah.
But reading, oh no, Lord help us.
Brain yako inaanza kuongea Chinese.
Chinku, Germany, Chinese, French, all of them just come and
You discover all the talents you have
And
at
you're
that
done.
time.
hey, this lockdown will kill us. What? But hi, on to more pressing issues. That was just a light note, you know. Start the show. So right now, I think the only thing we can talk about is Corona. I don't think there's anything else to talk about.
Nothing. Black Lives Matter.
Oh yeah, we should do a segment on that. I know. But anyway, we'll talk about it later. Right now, let's talk about Mutahi. CS mwenyewe, of course. CS mwenyewe Mutahi Kagwe. Alitupa ujumbe fulani wa muhimu sana. Alisema Abu press play see.
Hey y'all, come look at this.
Ukiangalia kule Mombasa upande wa KPA vile vile hii ugonjwa inaendelea kuchika watu.
Inachika oh no.
Hey, you guys. Mtu anaongeanga every day. Give him a break, bana.
No, there's something my mom used to tell me. Mom used to tell me that in the old days, they used to learn English with Kikuyu.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
then
you know?
Kikamba.
And I still don't. I don't know. How do you tell someone?
How do you
This
tell
English
him?
kujad with Meli, no, it's not
It's
good for the
kujad.
tongue. It's kujad, it's coming, it's yes. So anyway, wait. Mutai amesema mumpe break. Abu, look at what you've done to him again now.
Anybody can get it.
Mellow on the beat.
Anybody can get it. You can get it. I can get it. Anybody can get it. You can get it. I can get it. Anybody can get it. You can get it. I can get it. Anybody can get it. You can get it. I can get it.
Flapping our wings of the ears. Remember those boys from high school?
Hey,
Those
no,
guys.
enter.
What? So,
Okay, say hakuna enter people mko home.
hey, what if I were going to home? Don't ask.
Si kama hiyo ya shule. Everyone is chiki.
Yeah. So, CS amesema mumpe space. Mwache kumsumbua.
Hey,
Otherwise atatuma polisi wachike nyinyi.
Chika on Monday.
So, on to higher powers. Mr. President himself, His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. June 6th was a very big day to Kenyans. Kenyans were expecting what we'd like to call freedom.
Yeah, freedom.
You know, let's call it that, but we don't call it that. But that's what Kenyans called it. Kenyans were expecting freedom on June 6th. They're tired of this lockdown, the curfew and all. But we all know how that went down.
Did it again.
So, let's watch this one.
Gumu. Nimeona meme mingi ambazo umetumatuma huko. Nimeona meme mingi umetumatuma huko. Meme mingi. Hatufanyi hii kuumiza mtu yeyote. Hatufanyi hii hatufanyi hii
Yeah. So,
You should pronounce words the way they are written. Meme.
ni meme.
Ni meme.
Meme.
President amesema.
President amesema ni meme. Nyinyi mkifanya hapa memes,
Meme
memes. No. Meme. Meme.
Meme.
So, this is how Kenyans reacted. So, definitely Kenyans called it disappointment. So, just Abu, let's just see what.
Maajabu. Kwa nini Mungu unatupatia punishment? Useless people. Takataka, lavish. It is what it is. It is what it is.
So, Mr. President, sir, if you're watching this, Kenyans concluded that, yeah.
Utamesema hajafanya any makosa.
Lakini hauna makosa.
Hiyo ndio uzuri.
Hauna makosa. Hujafanya chochote. Lakini I think this is the best part of being Africans is that we do not put small chance to waste.
Yeah.
Kenyatta added 2 more hours for our curfew, and this is what Kenyans had to say.
President niko nje, saizi ni 7:45. Sikumbuki the last time niliona giza. I feel vulnerable. What are this?
Tifana.
Vulnerable.
Nakwambia je na giza oye. But yenyewe
It was a long time. 2 months.
I didn't even see it going.
We want to end with something that we used to play on our TVs when we were very
To
young.
bring back good memories.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Back then when adverts were adverts.
I know. You'd sing adverts in school like during break time.
Hey, watch that. It's on the story.
Hey.
Watch that, we check it.
Masai. I'll be back, guys. Mzee, gari yako nitieka. Najua.
Umemaliza?
Saidia simu mzee.
Gari iko tayari. Leta hiyo 500. Leta pesa.
Iko hii tu.
Dua. Ya ngeli that
Iko tayari.
The good old days.
Before Corona.
Before lockdown. Before we grew up, basically. I saw something last week to say that it was the worst wish you ever made when you were a kid. And someone said growing up.
I know.
And you know when you're a kid you always look at big guys and say when I grow up.
Hey, Mishaina Bamba.
Now we look at kids and we say I wish I was
I
there.
know. We don't appreciate what we have.
I think that's something we need to work on as Christians, as Kenyans too.
Yeah.
So on that light note, I'd like to say we're saying bye. I don't know, me nilikuwa nitakwambia wa like, wa share and subscribe. Tuambie hivyo huta.
Don't forget to
Smash the like button.
drop a comment below.
Hey, drop a comment hapo chini.
And share.
Share. Na ufanye subscribe pale.
Oh, yeah.
Subscribe ni muhimu, very important. Yeah.
If you watch to evolve, subscribe please.
For sure.